The Phoenician Scheme is a Wes Anderson movie starring Benicio del Toro as Zsa-zsa Korda. He is a rogue. He doesn't have any nationality or nation. He is just a force of industrial effort. And his latest thing that he wants to do is called the Phoenician Scheme, in which he wants to create a canal, a dam, a railway, and something else. He wants to basically create a large transportation network through the fictional country of Phoenicia, and in doing so he'll get 5% of all future profits with all of his partners. However, evil American companies, I guess, or the government themselves want to sabotage him. They find a way to sink the price of rivets in order to make a stopgap, and now he's got to go back to all of his partners and ask them for money. So this movie is just a series of showing up to different places and trying to challenge people to pay a little bit of this gap. So this film is, the plot's unique. It's taking place in a sort of period piece, sort of unhinged, sort of like story, but the themes are very similar to what we've seen before. There's a little bit of Royal Tenenbaums in there with the father and the adopted daughter thing, a little bit of Steve Zissou with the son and the adopted son thing in that movie. So he's starting to recycle relationships we've seen before in other films, and I kind of feel like he's definitely playing it a little bit too safe. Also, something I noticed with that, something like Asteroid City, where you look at the cast list and it's like super stacked. Sometimes you'll get a really famous person to be in the movie for 2 minutes, and in real life he doesn't pay them very well, but they like to just do it to be part of the film, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but it can be really distracting. For example, Bryan Cranston's in this movie, but he's only in the movie for about 5 minutes. Same with Tom Hanks. I would have liked to see more of Riz Ahmed as the spoiled prince, but he's also in the movie for a very short time. Scarlett Johansson's in the film, but she barely has anything to do, so he could have easily written that scene out or had a different actress. I do like that he has a really juicy role for a newcomer. Mia Threapleton is the daughter of Kate Winslet, and she does a really fine job with all these acting juggernauts like Benicio del Toro, and Michael Cera's really good too. He plays like a Norwegian bug man. He's like an entomologist who's really nerdy. He's really great in the movie. So like you get juicy roles for him and Mia and Benicio. Everyone else is just sort of there in a small role. Even Benedict Cumberbatch, I wanted to see more of his villainous uncle role. But I guess it's you know, a lot of it feels a little disjointed at times, though they introduce some elements, and I just feel like Wes Anderson's playing a little bit too safe. I would love to see him tackle a different genre. Like maybe something to do with like some sort of serial strangler in a small European town or something that like hypes up in the hysteria of it. Or I would like to see him do like an action-heavy heist movie, but a period piece, something fun. Not like Bottle Rocket, where it's like low budget and quirky, but kind of like, you know, like an Ocean's 11, but with his touch on it would be pretty cool. Like just the sheer concept of it gets me excited, but he's sort of slowed down a little. I mean, like Isle of Dogs and Fantastic Mr. Fox were cool little forays into stop motion animation, but I'd like to see him tackle maybe more darker themes. He sort of did that with the Grand Budapest Hotel, which, you know, definitely had murder and like villainous characters. It definitely wasn't like a storybook sort of tale like his other films. So this one's just okay. I mean, Wes Anderson fans will enjoy it. They'll point and be like, oh, that's, you know, Bill Murray, or that's whoever, and, you know, they'll have fun, but it was just okay. It could have been funnier, I felt. It definitely was just substandard, but even like a substandard Wes Anderson film is very enjoyable. So I give The Phoenician Scheme a 7 out of 10.